everyone, and welcome to another Into the Void Real Review. This time we're reviewing The Conjuring, Last Rites, starring Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, and directed by Michael Chavez. The Warrens are at it again in what promises to be the last movie in the Conjuring franchise. But we all know these things don't really end. There have been spin-offs with Annabelle and the Nun, and you know this will live on in one form or another. What makes The Conjuring special is that it's based on the real-life events of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, who allegedly worked on 10,000 cases during their career. Light spoilers follow in case you're sensitive to that sort of thing. In this latest movie, events followed the Smurl family, who experienced a demon haunting in their home between 1974 through 1989.
8 people live in this house. 8 people have experienced this. 8 people are not crazy.
The hauntings revolved around a mirror that the family owned, and oddly enough has connections to the Warrens and their daughter Judy, played by Mia Tomlinson. The movie not only explores the Smurls' trauma, but also Lorraine and Ed's reluctance of letting Tony, Judy's boyfriend, ask her for her hand in marriage after he asked for their blessing. Ed's the more reluctant of the two, and there is this fun ping-pong match between him and Tony that clearly serves as a metaphor of who is the dominant male in Judy's life. Ed doesn't want to let his daughter go, and Tony doesn't want to waste the opportunity to spend the rest of his life with the woman he loves. Meanwhile, Lorraine serves as a mentor to Judy, who gets drawn to the Smurl house after a tragic event befalls a priest who is asked to exorcise the demonic entity haunting it. She wants Judy to steer clear of the whole situation, warning her of the evilness of the demon that inhabits the house, having witnessed the same entity back on the night Judy was born.
After all these years, it wasn't done with our family.
A night that Judy almost didn't survive due to being stillborn for a short duration before miraculously coming back to life. As you can see, mother and daughter share the same kind of ability to sense the presence of paranormal entities. Of course, the Warrens end up helping the Smurls after Judy convinces her parents that they desperately need their help. After all, that's what they have always done, help people. And in helping people, they are helping themselves for one last case before they marry their daughter off. And then they lived out their lives becoming grandparents, but never giving up, helping people. The Conjuring Last Rites puts a nice little exclamation point on the end of the franchise that I came away satisfied with. As a horror film, it's middling but still entertaining. It has its tie-ins to the offshoot horror films like Annabelle, for instance. She has her moment in the sun here. The movie does overstay its welcome a little bit, as I was losing my interest toward the end, even if the excitement did ramp up after the long drawn-out slow burn that makes up the film. There is great jump scares intermixed with some creepy imagery, but this is the longest of the Conjuring films, clocking in at 2 hours and 15 minutes, and the tension does wear thin after a while. And another thing I find is that a lot of the tension is relying on the fact that no one ever has their lights on in their house. Why is it that people go into the basement without turning on any lights? I guess nothing's ever scary if lights are on in your house all the time. It's just an observation I had is all. Overall, this was still enjoyable and worth the time. Great performances from Farmiga and Wilson as always, not to mention the supporting cast of the family who put in solid work. I do not know if the door is completely shut on the Conjuring franchise, but it feels like goodbye for now. I'm giving The Conjuring Last Rites a 7 out of 10. A worthy send-off that doesn't do much to shake up the genre, but is still an enjoyable time despite its long runtime. Guys, what did you think of the movie? Where does it rank among the Conjuring movies? Like and subscribe if you want more of this content, and I will see you the next time when we venture into the void.